Hey guys, Sword here, and this is going to be Operation Dome number 64, the 64th episode of the Operation Dome series. A series where my friends and I we're going to encase the entire world in glass and glass panes, and we still got a lot more work to do. Got to get a lot of sand, got to get some charcoal, and got to start actually building up the walls and the ceiling, get done with the series, make everything green and pretty once more before all the snow came about, and then we will be done with this world and put it up for download, and anyone can download it for themselves. Just keep in mind that it's not going to have anything of the new updates. This is pretty much a TU1 world, same world as Operation Bedrock. So if you know where everything in Operation Bedrock is, then it's going to be exactly the same thing in Operation Dome and vice versa. And I think we actually did find something that I want to show you guys, but I got to remember where the coordinates are so that I could actually show you for a video. But until then, that's going to be a thing. That this world is we're going to try to make it pretty once more, that everything that you see here used to be all desert, and now we're just making it green. Just look at that, half green, half desert. If you were to actually dig up the spots here, you'll see that there's a lot of sandstone, signifying that there has been a lot of sand in the area. And apparently I am full of inventory of sand, so I really gotta do some spring cleaning here. But what has gone on this week? Just mainly my birthday has passed and I'm finally 22. Do I feel 22? No, I do not. I feel like I am 14, but I can't say that, otherwise then people will think I'm creepy. But it's just, age is just a number. Honestly, it's just a number. I honestly don't feel like I'm 22. Yes, I know I'm old, but I just don't feel old. I still feel young. I still like to play video games. It's just one of those things that keeps me feeling young, is playing video games rather than just going to work every single day and just realizing the reality hitting me in the face. Honestly, just quite honestly, real talk here, I would rather make a living playing video games than actually make a living off of doing some of the work that other people do, like office work and all that stuff. Some people do enjoy it. I'm not knocking them down, but to me that is just not my thing. It's just, it doesn't feel like I should be doing that. That's just how I think. It's gonna be a little bit laggy here because I got so many wolfies. So many wolfies, and apparently there's a sheep that's keeping all the wolfies in line. Just look at how many wolfies are just pushed against the wall. At least we have that going on. Up, here it goes again. He's pushing all the wolves again. Just keep in mind that all my wolves are tamed. If they were just not tamed, they would have eaten this sheep a long time ago. Should we keep the sheep here or not? I just want to know. As long as the sheep is not actually intentionally killing the wolves, I'll be fine with that. But other than that, again, just age does not feel like a real thing. It just feels like a number to me. The only time we'll actually feel like a real thing is if you're actually an elderly person. That's the only time where age can be in effect, because we've all seen them drive and we've all seen them do stuff, so that could be another thing. I really hope that I don't have really much of a big demographic of old people watching my videos, meaning that I really don't want to insult them. I actually don't, but they know, we know. And it's better to admit it, because I can admit some of my flaws, and I'm going to be admitting a lot of them in my other episode of Operation Bedrock. That's going to be coming up soon, so you guys already get to know what I'm going to be talking about for the next episode, because like I said before, a lot of people watch my Operation Bedrock more than my Operation Dome. For those who actually watch both, you get to know what's going to happen between the episodes, because I talk about one thing and I usually bring it up in the other episodes, saying I've already talked about this in Operation Dome, which kind of gets people to actually watch my Operation Dome series so that they could actually see what I'm actually talking about. So that's the only way I could actually get people to watch both of my series, if I talk about one thing and then I bring it up in another video. But yes, I will admit my flaws in Operation Bedrock, and until that time comes, that's going to be a little bit of a teaser. But back to what I said about old people. You guys are great, but keep in mind that there are some things you can and can't do, and please, just for the love of humanity, just, if you cannot drive, please do not. I've already experienced multiple near accident incidents, and the driver who was at fault was an old person. I don't know what it is, but it fits the stereotype of when South Park made the episode a long time ago. Scary, honestly. They nearly clipped me a few times. Well, let's move on from there. I'm thinking I'm just gonna go on to another sub-rant if I were to continue on with this. But my birthday. I gotta talk about my birthday, because I was the birthday boy for about a good maybe 6 hours, because that's how long the party lasts. But it was actually a pretty decent party that I invited a lot of people, but only a few people showed up initially for the first 2 hours, which was kind of heartbreaking. It was like, I invited so many people, but only 2 of them showed up. But it was fine. We just bowled for 2 hours. We waited. Nobody else showed up. So I was like, okay, we're going to change plans. Since nobody else is showing up, we're going to go back to my house, chill out for a bit, and then we're going to go to the movies for the rest of the night. So when we got back home, I got a call from one of my other friends that said that they were going to actually get to the party. Now I was like, oh, dang. Time to go back. So we did. And sure enough, a few more people showed up. So we got a total of 8 people showing up. And we bowled a little bit more. We talked. We ate. We had, well, I drank soda. The other 2 had some beers. But it's fine. Then 2 more people showed up. And that's how the night went. But at the same time, it's like we were already tired from bowling for all day. So we've already left. And we left the other people at the party. That's just how it went. And of course, after some time being, they all went home. It was a fun party after all. I got to talk to them about it. The only thing was, I was kind of disappointed that I actually bought 3 tubs of ice cream, and I bought some dry ice and some ice to keep the ice cream cool in the cooler. And when I tried to bring it inside, I was not allowed to, because apparently the only way I could actually bring ice cream in is if I were to buy the party pack. So that's how they get you. And the response is like, well, you should have called first. I'm like, dude, that was a jerk move. Last year they said I could have brought it, but apparently I'm not able to bring it anymore. And one of the other things is I actually rose the price up in a lot of their stuff, the food and the cost and everything, even though they were still advertising that it was still an $8 special. So that was a smack to the face at that point too. But regardless, it was still a fun party. That I actually wanted to go to the movies tomorrow, but apparently that I was called into work that day, so I was not able to enjoy that day off with the movies with my friends for a little bit of an after party, so we're gonna have to pull that off in another day. But again, that's fine. I still had my party, I still had fun. Just glad that a lot of people did show up. Well, at least about 10 people. I was able to get some gifts here and there. I was not actually expecting gifts, but I'm very happy that I actually did get some gifts. That I got a $20 Visa gift card, and as well as I got a $20 gift card to GameStop. So I'll be able to buy a game that, well, it's like a gift that keeps on giving, that I'll be able to actually play a different game, and hopefully I'll be able to make a Let's Play out of it, because I bought a lot of games that I have yet to do a Let's Play on. I've downloaded so many free games that I still need to do a Let's Play on. I've been lazy on doing a Let's Plays because I've been mainly focusing on my Pixelmon series. Here comes the plugin, people. Let's see if I can actually keep it under a minute. That I'm on a server called envyblock.org. That all you need to do is download 3.4.0 of Pixelmon and have the forge mod version of 1.7.10, less ending 4 numbers in 1230. Feel free to join the server. Just remember to follow the rules. Do not harass, do not grieve, do not steal, do not X-ray. Respect the players, respect the rules, and mainly have fun, because it's survival and a multiplayer server, and it has Pokemon in it. And it's Minecraft, of course, so I'm making a series on Minecraft where I'm trying to collect every single Pokemon to a level 100, as well as they all be shiny. It's going to take me a long time to do so, but just as long as I'm doing something, it's going to be worth it. And recently, I've actually become a moderator on that server, so I'm very, very happy. Here's the thing, people. I don't know a single thing about being a moderator. Only on Minecraft. On RuneScape, however, I've been a moderator for about nearly 3 years. That I was inactive for a while, and I got my moderatorship taken away, and that's when everything went downhill, especially with all the updates with EOC, or Evolution Combat. You guys already know what that is. You know how down that it just brought everything down. It just sucked. It really, really sucked. But I was not accepting the changes, and it was just not the same game to me anymore, so that's why I kind of quit that game. But now I moved on to Minecraft, and I want to move on to other video games as well, so I can bring more variety to the channel, because I know a lot of people have been saying you should do something other than Minecraft all the time. I've been trying to do that, but I haven't actually gotten the best feedback from the people, so I was like, well, time to go back to my safe zone. Now it's going to be some time later before I actually get out of my safe zone. Not meaning that I will never get out of my safe zone, but it's just you got to give me time. That the more feedback I get, the more encouragement that actually brings. Just saying, people. I read all the comments. I may not respond to every single one of them, but I do read the comments. But I just cannot wait to do more Let's Plays of all the video games that I've actually bought. And no guarantee it's going to be a co-op Let's Play, but just as long as I'm able to do a Let's Play and talk about the things I want to talk about for those videos, then it's going to be worth it to me. And my god, my room's getting very hot, especially when it's turning into spring. God dang. I'm feeling the effects already. I need to get myself a fan that doesn't make any noise whatsoever. And Star is sleeping in my bed. I cannot imagine how hot it would be for Star, because, of course, she has 2 layers of fur. She's asleep, so I guess everything is fine, because, I don't know, sleeping dogs. Now, get out of here with that sword. And I don't want to get shot by a skeleton. Every single episode, either Operation Dome or Operation Bedrock, I get attacked by a skeleton. So annoying. Spider, are you going to be kind to me in this episode? Are you? Are you? Yep, you're going to be kind for me this episode. Haha! So good. Well, what else is new? Mainly, so far up to this point that we're in TU21 where it's just bug fixes, and apparently TU22 is going to be another bug fix update. So let's see how well that goes. I've already been late on that, so that's why I didn't want to make a video about that. And as well as I've been late on the new skin pack, so I was not going to upload a video on that either. It's just you either make the video on the day or you make it a day late. But if you're 3 days or even a week late, then it's just, it's no point because everybody else has already made the video first. Yeah, it's all about timing, people. If you gotta be first, you gotta be first. That's the only time where first is actually appropriate rather than, yeah, just reading the comments. And I know I've actually talked to people about that saying, why are you actually knocking down the people actually saying first in the comments? Well, to be honest, is that if someone says first, they're not contributing anything. It's just spam. Honestly. If it has nothing to do with the video, nothing to what's being talked about, they just go into the video and just type first, not even watching the video. It's just a pointless spam comment. That's just how I see it. That's how a lot of people see it. And you've already seen in the other comments that whenever someone says first, about like other 20 people actually attack the person who said first. It's like, dude, nobody really cares if you said first. Even though people respond to it, but it's still the same thing. It's like, it has nothing to do with what's been going on, has nothing to do with the conversation. All it is just having an attention where it's like, hey, I'm the first comment. I would rather see a legitimate first comment, which I've seen several times because I don't really get that many comments anymore. But it's like, I would rather see real comments than one person saying first. If I have like a serious matter to talk about and I ask for advice, I don't think first is gonna actually help out in that situation whatsoever. Great advice, 2015. First. Well, that got me out of my little state of sadness. First. Well, I guess that with that argument, I could go with this now. First. Yeah, I can see where you're going for. I will try to do what I need to do. Yeah. Nothing really compares to actually seeing a real comment. And the real comments are the ones I actually do reply to most of the time. So if you want me to respond to you, make sure you post a real comment in the comment section below. That's how I will get to you. And like I said, everything I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be talked about in the Operation Bedrock since more people are going to watch it. And either I will gain respect, lose respect, nothing will change, or something will change. We're going to have to see that. I really want to get this out of my chest so that I could just say, hey, I admit it. I admit my flaws. I admit everything. And let's see where we could go from here. If things change, then so be it. If not, then looks like something's going to have to be done. Well, one thing that I do want to accomplish at least is Operation Dome, because this series has been going on for over a year, 2 months in a hiatus where I couldn't even connect to Xbox Live because of the router and the computer crashing and all that good stuff. So once this whole series is done, how did I get my shovel back? I'm not going to question that. It just came back out of nowhere. Well, once the series is done, I'll be able to work on a different series. Maybe I'll actually buy an Xbox One to work on that series, since I haven't really actually started it on the Xbox 360, so at least we could have that going on, and then I'll be able to add more friends to the party. And since my other friends are going to be online on Xbox One, then I could have them join me as well. That SMO's on Xbox One, Diamond Noodle's on Xbox One, Sawi16's on Xbox One. I don't know about Jub. I haven't spoke to Wheeler in a long time. And I'm trying to remember who else I could actually possibly get the Xbox One, but there's no guarantee. I know that Park X Forest goes on Minecraft or goes on PC because he got a new PC. Seth goes on PC, maybe goes on the Xbox One. Then Sticky Tack 46, he probably goes on PC more often. So mainly I'm just alone half the time in my world anyway, so it's probably the best time to actually change. And again, it'll probably go back to the critical video. So yeah, everything is gonna be linked up. I just love how this conversation is going. But quite honestly, back to the age. Like, do you think that age is just a number? Because I know that there are people who are younger than me and who act even more mature than I do half the time. It's just, age is just a number. actions and what you do is the thing that people judge. Actually, some people will actually judge based on age, because whenever, like you guys know, there's no way you can't know that anytime when you go online on a YouTube, or even go to a party, or go to a Call of Duty server or anything like that, any first-person shooters, that anytime when someone's actually causing some problems, it's usually a younger person, and we all refer to them as squeakers. Yeah, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not knocking down on anyone who's watching my videos, but you've seen it for yourself as well, and you get annoyed by them too, because sometimes they're giving you guys a bad name. If you're actually mature and then you see anyone who's at the same age as you giving you a bad name, then you could so wholeheartedly agree on my topic and my statements right now that people need to stop. One, it's a video game. If you're gonna yell at the screen, it's not gonna do you any good. It's not gonna do anyone else any good. All it is just whoever's screaming is just gonna hurt them the most, because if people get legitimate stress out of a video game, and I know, I speak for myself that I've gotten stressed over a video game, it's just not healthy. And I can say it for myself. I'm not a hypocrite. I know that it's unhealthy for me to get stressed over a video game, and it has happened. But I realize that now, and I'm trying, well, I've realized it for a very long time, but I'm trying my best to actually control that, because all it is just, it's going to give me headaches, it's just going to make my blood pressure go up, and it's just not going to benefit my health in the long run. And stress has been linked to many heart diseases, or anything else that has to deal with bad things that are happening to your body. So, is it worth being stressed over a video game? No, it is not, but seeing a younger person do it, that just gives everybody else a bad name, and everyone else who thinks that, oh, these guys at this age group are just a bunch of whiners. That is the reason why a lot of people stay away from people who are young age, or referably known as squeakers. That is a thing. But if a person who is young but actually acts mature but doesn't speak in the chat or in a party, people will not suspect a thing, and they would automatically suspect that this person is actually older than they seem they are. So that's what I kind of want to go about, that age is just a number for me. I don't even feel like I'm 22. I kind of still feel like I'm 14. At 14 years old, I played RuneScape for every day. I go to school, I do my homework, go back home, just play RuneScape all day. Don't go outside really, because there's nothing really to do outside. So whenever I talk to people, I just talk to them. I don't actually act all, well, I can't say goofy all the time. I just mainly just really not try to annoy people. I talk to my friends, they don't even know what my age was, and whenever I tell them, they just act surprised, because they're like, dude, you're 14? You don't even act like you're 14. All the other people who are 14, they annoy the heck out of me. Dude, you're cool. I'm like, thanks? Okay. I'm just treating you with respect, but that's alright. That's just me though. I can't really speak for anyone else, but if you are the person who actually is mature and doesn't really try to annoy people all the time, then that's the people that I could actually respect, because honestly, that age is just a number, but how you act and what you say and what you do will make a big difference. Because I could already act mature in some of my videos. I've done that before, but just for speaking to another person, that's another thing, depending on who I'm actually talking to. If I'm talking to someone that I respect, I will treat them with respect. But if I'm talking to a person just I want to be silly with, then of course I will be silly with them. That's just how it goes. You guys already know who you are actually with, and you guys know how to act around your friends, but then when it comes to other people, you know how to act differently. It's kind of a weird feeling. Like, another example, that you go to your friend's house, you could act however you want to act, but then when you go back home, you act a totally different way, because sometimes for me, I respect my parents, that if I am out of my house, I will swear like a sailor that would make my mother cry, but when I'm back at home, then I will not say a swear word out loud. I will not. I refuse to, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't swear in my videos, because I don't want anyone to hear me swearing. Not the audience, not anyone in the house, not my dogs. Because when I start to swear, they know that something is up. Star knows something is up if I start to swear. And I feel so bad for her, because whenever I start swearing, she thinks like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. And I have to go over there and comfort her, saying like, no, it's not your fault. I'm just angry at something else. That's one of the other reasons why I actually want to control my stress, or control my anger over something that's so little that doesn't really need to even be brought up in the first place. So that's one of those things. But as you can see here, I'm trying to get more glass so that we can work on a ceiling. Just look how much there is. And I got a gravel tower over there, just in case if I need to get some more gravel. And I really got to make a leaderboard video, so I'm going to do that at the end of the month because I really haven't been not making that many progress. So that's another thing I'm going to have to talk about. Because I really don't want to sound like a broken record, so I just want to get everything out of the way so that people could understand me. If they do, then hooray. And if they do to the point where it's like, looks like this is it, then that's going to be another thing too. Because I don't want to keep lying to myself. I don't want to keep lying to you guys. So everything that I'm going to say in the next episode is going to be said. And let's see whether it be for the best or that I'm just going to have to be prepared of what's going to happen. Because one thing that one person always has to be is truthful. So that is what I'm going to be in that video. And let's see what's gonna happen. I keep repeating myself. I just don't know what else to say. I really don't. This is why I want to do some Let's Play so I could actually play a game that I would like to enjoy. I bought some games so I could actually try out. I got like maybe 20 to 30 games I have gone and I have not even touched yet because I've been mainly focusing on Minecraft. Not saying that Minecraft is bad. There's a lot of things you can do on Minecraft. Just you gotta do something with it. But I just gotta do something different. Otherwise, everything is just going to be monotonous, and then things will not change from there on forth. So, I think I got another 5 minutes going on for a commentary. If so, then hooray. If not, then I'm going to try better next time. Just mainly that I got to go to work after this video. That I wanted to get this done and out of the way, so I could be happy and go back home and then just work on the video once I get back home. So, it's supposed to be my day off too, and I got to go to work. Aha! Well, at least I'll be able to make some money on the side because I'm doing YouTube as a hobby. So if it works out, then so be it. If not, then I can still do it as a hobby while I'm working on something else because you always got to have a backup plan for everything. I wonder how everything will actually go on the Xbox One. I really do. Will things actually do better if I was on the Xbox One? I just want to know. That the Xbox One has larger worlds, has more places to explore, but for me to do a project, that's going to be a different actual, well, it's going to be a different thing. I know people have been wanting me to do like a survival Let's Play, but isn't Operation Bedrock and Operation Dome a survival Let's Play? Because it is on survival, and it is sort of a Let's Play, just you see the progress that's been done for about a good 30 minutes, and then we'll move on to something else that I really don't know at this point. Even on Minecraft on the PC, that's what I could consider a survival Let's Play because I've been mainly just talking and just doing the things in the background with Pokemon, and that's also there too. But I have no idea where I'm going to go with this. I've already said a lot of things that I wanted to say, and now I'm just drawing a blank. This is why I actually do need to actually write down a lot of things I need to say. I just can't wait for spring break so I can at least get 1 week to do something that I need to do, or at least the upcoming summer break later on that I'll have 3 months to do something. 3 months, that's a lot. Even though I'm going to have to go to work, but 3 months is still a lot to actually try to get something done. If nothing gets done during that time, I'm like, yeah, I wasted a good 3 months. That's how I felt when I actually had 3 months off of work. And I was off of school at the time, and I still didn't really get much accomplished because I never really planned things ahead. I usually just go with the flow, and usually sometimes that doesn't even work out for me. So I really got to make some changes. I really got to make some changes. More things to talk about. I'm going to write down everything I need to say for Operation Bedrock, so stay tuned for that. So let's see, just once I'm done getting all the glass out of the furnaces, then I'm just going to have to call it a day. Because I really don't want to repeat anything that I want to say, except for the recap. But, hey, somebody's home. Well, Star's out of my bedroom, but let's see if I can actually get this all done. Mainly for a recap, if you'd like to join us on Pixelmon, feel free to do so. Just have 1.7.10 a Forge mod version and have 3.4.0 Pixelmon downloaded, and you could actually join us on envyblock.org. Just respect the rules and respect the people and have fun, do whatever you need to do, it's survival as well. And of course, it has Pokemon in Minecraft, so what more can you actually ask for? And in Operation Bedrock, I'm going to be really critical on myself. Let's see how things will go. If people respect me, so be it. If not, then I guess that's going to be a thing, and it's going to be expected as well. And Mr. Inflammable wants me to join an Xbox Live party. Hooray! Even though I'm going to have to leave for work in a bit, but I'll tell him in a bit. He doesn't speak anyways. Now, Another thing, age is just a number. It's just how you act and what you do and what you say is gonna be the thing that people will judge you for. Even if you're young, if you treat people with respect, they will treat you with respect. Now, that again, I really don't feel like I'm 22. I feel like I'm younger than that, but people will always refer to me as an old guy playing video games. I would rather play video games for a living than just doing something else, because I want to have fun actually doing the things that I love to do. Even if it's, well, looked down upon everybody else, but just mainly, everyone always keeps encouraging other people to like do what you love to do, but if it's something that they don't like for you to do, then they'll talk you down on that. That's kind of weird and really hypocrisy at its finest. Now, what else was it that I discussed? Well, really about my birthday. About 10 people showed up out of like the initial 20 or so people that I wanted to join, but they have things to do, and I guess I really can't change that. I shouldn't really stress over that, because if it's something I can't control, then that's going to be the thing that I'm going to have to work on. If it's something beyond my control, there's no reason to actually go like be all sulky or just sad over it. It's not in your control. Don't worry about it. Now, that is the end of this episode. I got to end it off here because I really don't know what to say. So hopefully the next episode will actually be better. But until then, have a great day, everyone. I'm SorterKeen090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.